Hello friends, welcome to the MOOC course on Buddhist tourism. I am Dr. Anand Singh from Baba Saheb Ambedkar Central University, Lucknow. Today we are going to discuss about Lumbini, the birthplace of the Buddha. After watching this video, you will come to know that how and in which circumstances Siddhartha was born. After becoming the Buddha, how Lumbini became one of the most sacred places of the world. The video also gives you outlines of important monuments, pillars of Ashok in Lumbini and adjoining regions, archaeological explorations done in Lumbini, newly established pilgrimage centers and monasteries. Let us begin with the introduction that Lumbini Sacred Complex is situated in the Tarai region extending from Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh, India to Rupandehi district in Nepal's Lumbini province. It was a sacred complex where Buddha was not only born but also a great memorial of his mother Maya Devi's great sacrifice was established. The place is considered sacred where two divine figures, that is dyad of mother and child, was figured in different ways. It was a forest group of the Shakyas of Kapilvastu. They had a great republican model of administration and people of their kingdom were known for their high acumen and excellence. Lumbini forest was in the vicinity of the Kapilvastu, the Shakyan capital near the Himalayan Terai. It is believed that the city of Kapilvastu was founded by son of Okkakas on the sacred spot of hermitage of sage Kapila. The river Rohini was flowing in the vicinity of the town and it formed the boundary between two great republics of the Shakyans and the Kolyas. Shuddhodhan, the father of Siddhartha, was head of Shakyan Republic which had 500 ganas. When Siddhartha intended to renounce home in the search of enlightenment, he traversed the path from Kapilvastu to the river Anuma along the road with his horse Kanthaka and his charioteer Chanda. When he became enlightened, Shuddhodhana sent one of his friend Kaludai to invite him to Kapilvastu and the Buddha accepted the invitation, visited his ancestral home in the first year of his enlightenment. The Buddha and his retinue of the monks stayed in Nigrodha Arama that was near the city of Kapilvastu. This place has been identified 3 kilometers south of Taulihava and the place is currently known as Kudan, which has a very important stupa complex. It is believed that Buddha first met his father Shuddhodhana at this place after reaching his native place Kapilvastu region. It is also pondered that Kudan was a native place of Krakachanda Buddha. He is considered to be one of the earliest Buddha. The recent archaeological excavation and their findings have identified some wooden post holes dating back to 8th century BCE at the Kudan. Here, remains of the 3 stupas and Nigrodharama ponds were also conserved and preserved. Many of the structure of this place are still to be excavated. When the Buddha reached Kapilvastu, he met his father. On the occasion, he preached a very famous Vesantara Jatak. The next day, Buddha went on alms round in the city and Shuddhodhana invited him to the meal. Buddha and other monks went to the palace for the offerings of the meal. Everyone comes to greet Buddha with the exception of his Swama wife Yashodhara. The king narrated to the Buddha the cause why Yashodhara did not visit him. Buddha understood the cause and visited Rahul Mata or Yashodhara in her dwelling and preached to her the Chandrakinnara Jataka. Yashodhara told Rahula to ask right of inheritance from the Buddha. On repeated request from Rahula, the Buddha told Sariputra to ordain him. People believed that this incident happened in the Kudan region. As a result of Rahula's ordination, a rule was passed by the Buddha at Suddhodana's request that no one should be ordained without the permission of the parents. On the 8th day, the Buddha preached Mahadhammika Jataka. The Buddha returned to Rajagriha and on the way stayed at Anupiya. When conversions of Ananda, Devadatta, Bhaga, Anuruddha, Kimbila took place at Anupiya. It is said that during the visit to Kapilvastu, 80,000 Shakyans from 80,000 family embraced Buddhism. Pali text narrates that it was during this visit, at the request of Sariputta, Buddha preached Buddhavamsha. He took many visits to his native place. On one of these, he was called on in Kapilvastu to prevent the Shakyans and Kolians from fighting each other over question of sharing the water of the river Rohini. He arrived when they were preparing themselves to wage war against each other, and Buddha convinced them that futility of their wrath and war. Delighted by the intervention of the Buddha, both clans relinquished the war. Many of the youths of both the clans willingly joined the monkhood. On this occasion, Buddha preached Sammadhamana Jataka to the Shakyans and the Koliyas. During one visit, Buddha was entrusted with consecration of newly assembly hall built by Shakyans. The Shakyans decorated the whole town and their suburb with lights, maintained silent when Buddha was arriving to inaugurate the assembly hall. On this occasion, he preached Sekha Sutta. The Attakatha mentions that on this occasion, Brahma Sahampati visited the Buddha in the Mahavana at Kapilvastu, which was situated near the Nigrodharama. Pali text also informed that Buddha was once perturbed by noisy behavior of some of the young novices who were mostly just inducted newly. Dandapani also met Buddha in the Mahavana and questioned him about the efficacy of his teaching. On this occasion, Buddha preached the Madhupindika Sutta. Lumbini Kapilvastu region is not only a sacred place where Siddhartha was born and spent his childhood and youth, but it is also a place where many important teachings of the Buddha came into practice and existence, and many Vinaya rules were framed. Because of Siddhartha's birth, Lumbini became one of the most important sacred places of the Indian subcontinent.